Okay, real quick, because you said 30 seconds. I had a conversation with a coworker yesterday who was saying when the father is absent in the home, some of these females constantly blame the father for different things and different ways that the son turns out, instead of taking responsibility and trying to do what they are supposed to do for their son. Wonder what your thoughts were on that. I don't know if I have a comment either way. I do see that happen sometimes, but not all the time. And also, he said it's a deterrent when a lot of women are doing certain things or bashing a man, and it turns some men away. He didn't necessarily say the weak ones, but he said some men are strong enough to just ignore it and do what they need to do for their child. And I think that's it. All right.
These are always tricky conversations for me because everybody has a point and everybody's view should be respected. I mean, depending on the situation, he's right and he's wrong. There are situations where fathers are trying to be actively involved in their child's life, and for whatever reason, some of them safety and super valid, and some of them ego and not as valid, interfere with the development of that child. The comparison ultimately becomes weaker men, and not saying you're saying that, but that is the way it's viewed, struggle with just being there for the child. When I have these conversations with men, they're broken being there for the child. If you are there for the child and you are messed up, how helpful are you for the child in the first place? The statistics don't lead towards the dynamic, especially in the Black community, where it's less fathers in the household producing the most favorable outcomes for the household. I do think that there are systemic things to consider. But before I spend a lot of energy on the controversial topics, I want to make sure that I let people know we are all equally needed and equally valued in each household. You don't get a trophy for being depressed, anxious, and suffering from suicidal ideation while raising your child and still being there when you are teaching some of those same things that you are suffering from to the child. Any adult that speaks as if the other parent is not necessary for the healthy development of a child is sadly mistaken on what is necessary for the healthy development of a child. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I saying stay in dangerous situations, but I can tell you as an advocate, I've spoken to men who have raised children from afar and have been grown now for 20, 30 years, and the tears that they get just talking about the time that they missed. I've spoken to women who, after years of keeping up the mentality or the charade of dad ain't necessary or dad not that good, when they watch their kids struggle with different things as an adult, they recognize the mistake that they've made. So I'm not telling anybody how to be or what to do, but what I will say is in all things, consider what our children need.